Well, let's focus on a corporate now. Visaka Industries reported a good quarter with revenues rising 55% and margin expanding to 15% on a YOY basis. The stock is doing really well in trade today, up around 6 odd percent. Dr. G. Vivekanand, Chairman of Visaka Industries, joins us now. Sir, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on CNBC TV 18. Well, the numbers have looked really good on a quarter-on-quarter basis and on a YOY basis. But considering that there are additional lockdowns, localized lockdowns, and the second wave of COVID, have you seen demand getting impacted in different geographies? What is the situation on ground right now?
As you know, Visaka is a all India based company. We have factories in different locations, and most of the locations the lockdowns are minimal. And the positive point we have noticed everywhere is the monsoon being very good last year. The farmers are really reaping the roast by having good crops yield this year. So there is more money being spent in the rural areas, and primarily our asbestos cement sheets being a rural market, those markets are doing extremely well. And in respect to boards, we have it's a semi-urban product, and we have noticed that after the last year's lockdown, we were able to really push our product very well, urban and in the semi-urban areas. And there is a very good scope this year to spread the product in the rural areas. So we are foreseeing that in both the building products, we will, despite these small setbacks which we have due to Corona, we will continue to do well. We have taken in our budget plans a modest increase, and we are hoping that we will do much better than what we envisage, because the steel prices have gone through the roof. There is a shortage of steel in the market, and I'm presuming that this will be another good year for Visaka in the coming days. Textile had a setback last year because of the Corona and no schools being open. Primarily, our textile products are school-going children based. But this year, we are trying to have a small shift in trying to see how we can push our product in other segments. And I'm sure our textile division too will do well. So overall, we feel 21-22 will be another good year for Visaka, because last year we were able to control most of our expenses. We have reduced wherever not required. And as you have seen, we had more cash. So we are becoming slowly a debt-free company. So we are on a strong foundation. This is what, when I promoted this company, we have had a very professional setup always. And fortunately, we have had a smooth takeover from our son, who is the joint managing director. So culturally, our company is on strong foundation. So I'm sure that these difficult times, we will use it to become more professionally well managed, and we should do well in this year. Last year, over a period of 11 months, we have had a 11% growth rate. Okay. This year, even considering whatever little bit of setbacks due to lockdown and others, over a 12-month period, we are hoping that the 10% growth rate will continue to be there. And because of the cash availability with the farmers in the rural segment, I think we will move forward. Actually, if you see the COVID situation, as you have mentioned, is a big setback to the country. But this year, the number of cases have gone up. Despite that, the number of deaths is not gone up proportionately. So I think this is going to be a year where we all have to accept Corona. Corona will be a part of our lives, and we keep moving forward. I've seen a lot of people, although being affected with Corona, coming out without, we are generally competing with our steel segment. So I'm sure there will be small price increases, because there have been a small increase in costs. So I think margin-wise, we should be able to maintain the margin or be a little better, because last year our boards, first 3 months, we couldn't sell much, being an urban product and a lot of migrant labor shifting to the rural areas. But this year, we foresee a much better market for the boards. So I think the margins should be same or a little better, I think.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you so much for joining us with all those updates. So good outlook is what Visaka Industries has for FY22. But with that, we'll slip on a short break now. We'll get you more on the markets on the other side of this short break.